Hey y'all, what's up? There we
What's
go.
going on?
We made it.
Happy New Year, cuz. How you doing?
Happy New Year, cuz. I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm adapting to being back in town again. I was in Miami this past week, and
Ooh,
I've been,
I'm going to Miami.
you know, I love Miami. I might end up out there for a little while later
Okay.
on in the year, but I'll be waking up at 5 a.m. So my body is
Yeah,
adjusting. I got to start taking like a midday nap or something like that.
yeah, yeah,
How are
yeah,
you
definitely.
doing?
I'm good. Did I say Happy New Year? Happy New Year,
Happy New
cuz.
Year.
I'm good. It's midweek, getting almost over the hump. Thursday, Friday, and the weekend is coming very soon.
That's what's up. You have plans already?
No, yes, I have plans to
I
rest
feel that. I feel
and
that.
to continue working on my goals. You know how we start off strong in the beginning of the year, so continue working on
Yeah,
those goals.
I was listening to your episode today about goals and just what you've been doing and how you've been planning. That's pretty cool. And you
Yeah.
said you made a vision board already?
No, I didn't make one
Okay.
this year.
I haven't either. I was thinking about it, but I haven't done it either.
Yeah, I haven't made one this year. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I think just the mere fact of me writing it down, I think that's sufficient this year.
I think that's more than enough. Like I every year I write mine out
Yeah,
before the year ends and just kind of check on them throughout I check them out occasionally, but I'm trying to get better at checking them out regularly. So I'm looking
yeah.
at them every day before I wake up, looking at them before I go to bed, and just trying to stay in alignment.
Like where do you write it? Like do you write it in a notebook or on a board?
So I have mine multiple places. I have them written in a notebook, like
Okay.
everything written in a notebook, and then I have some that are broken down into smaller goals. So if I have a big goal, try to break it down into like
Okay.
10 smaller ones you know, just to get it accomplished. Like I think for me, just having those goals broken down in the steps makes it easier to get them done.
Wait, hold on, cuz this might cut off for a second. I'm about to put my phone on.
Okay.
Okay. I thought I put it on Do Not Disturb,
No,
but
it's
yeah,
all
it's
good.
okay.
But yeah,
But
I
yeah,
have them written
so
down in a planner.
today's episode,
No, what were you saying? I'm
okay.
sorry. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Oh no, I thought you was finished saying it where you put your goals.
Yeah, I try to write them down everywhere. I have some in the phone, just kind of making sure I see
Mm-hmm.
them at all times.
Right. Right. Yeah, so I mean, like I said in the podcast earlier, I have other goals as well, but some of them I want to keep to myself for now until it becomes a
Yeah.
thing. Mm-hmm.
How do you decide which ones you want to keep to yourself? And I ask that because in the past I've shared them with a couple of people, and last year I had shared them with as many people as I could, and that probably I say last year was probably like honestly one of my best years so far.
So I think like the ones that I decided to keep to myself, it's they're in the works already from last year, but there's some other things I need to work out to make them actually really work. So and I think it's I'm saying ideas, but it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I don't really want people to not that I don't want them to know, but I don't want, like, you know how when you give an idea and they're like, oh, I like that, and they try to take
Yeah,
it from you. Like it's something along those lines, like I don't want to, and then I may be late in doing it. I may be after they do it, and I don't want to make it look like I'm copying off of other people.
that's fair. That's fair. But I will tell you, you have your own way of doing it, so it will still be different.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and it's not something that's brand new either. It's something that has been done before, but I guess not amongst the people that I know.
That's real.
Yeah.
And my bad, I interrupted you from introducing the show. Can you introduce the show again?
I know, right? We've been on for a few minutes. But y'all, welcome to the art of letting go with Toe. And in this series, I'm saying series, but in this new live, and it's going to convert into where you can watch the videos later, we're going to do a recap of both of our shows, The Art of Letting Go, Mike Brown, and myself, Tori Talks. And because we both release podcast episodes on Wednesdays, early in the day. So hopefully by the time you come here to see us, you would have listened and or watched both shows, and you can hear a little bit more in depth of why we chose to record on that topic or why we chose that specific guest. And you can communicate with us live and in person. Well, not in person, but in real time. But I mean, it's in person. This is what we had for
We
COVID.
sure did.
This was in person.
We sure did.
Yeah.
This made me think of when we would do the quarantine karaoke's.
Yes.
And congratulations on your sixth season, by the way. I meant to tell you that.
Thank you.
Congratulations. How
Yes.
how does it feel to, because you're at 51 episodes?
Yep.
How does it feel to be 51 episodes in?
I never thought I would make it. I'm not. I never. Like when I first started, I've shared this with you before. When I first started, I was like, this is too much. I never knew it required all of this. I just want to talk and, just enjoy myself. But I was working so much at it. But the more I did it and the more comfortable I became with it, I was like, oh, that's nothing.
That's dope. And
So,
you are you doing all the editing and everything yourself?
yeah.
That's really dope. Yeah, I was watching it on Spotify today, and I was seeing like the transitions in the video and stuff. I was like, that's cool. Like just to know that you came from not knowing anything about it to like now making your own videos, making transitions in your edits and stuff. That's really cool.
Y'all, I used to call cousin Mike. I know he was tired of me. I'd be like, how you did this? How you did that? It's not working. What? I quit.
What kept you going? Has it been hard to keep the show going?
It's not. No, because I mean, I can talk about anything and everything. And honestly, I know you probably not gonna want to hear this, but you kept me going
Oh wow.
because I would, yeah, I would, because I didn't want to let you down, right? Because you got me started on it. You would help me out, and I was like, if I quit, I'm gonna let him down. So I might as well keep going. And so that was one reason. And then um, I think I even told you at some point, like I think I'm gonna stop this, and you was like, no, just take a little break and then come back, refresh. And so when I took that break, this was after season one. This was in the very beginning. When I took that break, I said, okay, I'm gonna try it again, and I've been going ever since. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's really dope. What's the difference in Tori in season 6 and Tori in season 1?
Personally, I've matured. I've grown. Um, Professionally, when I say professionally, meaning in Tori Talks, I think my topics, I can talk longer without a guest now. Because when I first started Tori Talks, I was talking maybe 7 to 8 minutes. And I was like, this is a waste of people's time. But like you saw in today's episode, that was 20 minutes with just me.
Yeah,
So I and before I was actually writing stuff down, planning, like heavy planning. In yesterday's episode, I just jotted a few little notes down on what I wanted to talk about. So I can say growth professionally as well with the podcast.
that's really dope.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
have any podcasting goals for this year?
I I don't know if I would call it a goal, but um, and I used it before, kind of, and I'm looking away because that's how I think. But I used this before, or maybe I didn't. But my goal is to remember, like at the end of my podcast, especially when I have a guest, like some of the questions that I want to ask. Because I would normally I write down the questions for my guests and I let them, look over it to make sure I'm not crossing any lines, things like that. But there are some questions that I don't give to them because I want them to give their raw answers in that moment, and sometimes I forget. So my goal is to, you know, put those questions in there. And I have another goal, and this might sound not ridiculous, but a little crazy. Um, I have been following Megan Ashley. Is she used to be in podcasts with B Simone,
Okay.
B Simone and Megan Ashley. But Megan Ashley now has her own podcast in totality. And so one of my goals is to pull her in this year. Come get on Tori
I think it can
Talks.
happen. I believe it can happen.
Well, I'm putting it out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I know it can happen. Like I've definitely pulled some guests that I was surprised that I was able to pull. So I know you could get her.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you? What's going on with the art of letting go?
You know what? I'm in a place right now of wanting to try out some new shows.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when I hit 200, I really felt complete with the journey of just sharing in that way. And I want to help other people get their stories out and start telling my story in a new way. So that's kind of what I've been exploring. I'm actually doing a show with my dad. We're gonna do like a 5 episode series. Really just sharing his journey and his life and his lessons. And I'm also doing the show with James, that yoga
Yeah.
dude, on Fridays in the morning. And it's kind of gonna be just us sharing tools that have helped us in the journey from like, and we're actually gonna start the show with meditation. So it'll be like a morning meditation and then a conversation. And yeah, that's kind of what's coming up for me as far as the show. Like, I love sharing my journey. I think my transition with that is going to be the Patreon. And
Okay.
I feel good about that. Like, one of my goals this year, because I have about 13 subscribers between Patreon and Spotify for the podcast. And I want to get my Patreon up to 25 subscribers. I know that's not a whole lot,
Okay.
but I want to up it because you know, I I don't like I don't like sharing my stuff through Spotify as much anymore, just
Why is that?
because I don't see the return on
Mm-hmm.
sharing that way. I know
Mm-hmm.
how much the podcast impacts people, and how much
Mm-hmm.
people tell me they enjoy it, but there's not really a return, you know. And I look at, you know, as a musician, you you get paid, and it's not a lot, but you get paid on the songs that you release. And you
Right.
know, if I'm releasing podcast episodes and I'm getting listens, and I'm looking at, you know, my listenership, or how many downloads is getting, and it's up there of like 400,000, you know, where's it all going?
Where's it going? Right, right,
So, you know, I'm
right.
just trying to understand different ways to play the game. And you know, I've been doing this for, well, since 2017. So I'm just really trying to see,
Yeah.
like, how can I now turn this into a business, or use this to grow my business and what I'm already doing. So, you know, I'm just having fun with it and exploring. I don't feel so tied to having to do episodes every week. I do want to commit to
Mm-hmm.
doing episodes every week for my Patreon, just because those people pay me every month
Mm-hmm.
to do this, to be able to do this. So I do want to share with them every week. But as far as, like, you know, just the general public release,
Yeah.
uh, I'm
Yeah.
I'm not feeling very tied to it right now.
Okay. Now I want to go back to the 5 episodes with your dad. Is that going to be under the Art of Letting Go, or is that something
Yeah, it's
separate?
gonna be another art of letting go. I'm actually moving into running the art of letting go almost as my podcasting network, because essentially that's what I want to
Okay.
have, a podcasting network. So a lot of the new shows that I'm working on, I'm gonna funnel them through, you know, through the channel that I already have. And once those shows are able to grow and flourish into their own, you know, I'll let them go into their separate ways. But right now, I'm kind of just gonna be running everything through the art of letting go.
Okay. And then like the one with James on Fridays, is that going to be on Instagram, or is that
So it's right now it's gonna be on Instagram, and we're gonna probably do a replay on YouTube. And we are actually workshopping a show, so that's kind of what's happening
okay?
on Instagram. So people get to see us live workshopping what is going to be James's show, because James has been wanting to do a podcast for a
Okay.
while. So this is going to be our way of working out in real time what his podcast is going to be like.
Okay, James. Jimmy Dean. But it was something else that you didn't mention, because I did read your email that you sent out yesterday or today. Um, what was it? You didn't mention it. Oh, but your playlist.
Yes.
What's that about?
Oh, so last year I used to do this show called Music for Self Healers, and it was on this it was on this app called AMP. I think it was run by Amazon or Google. It was one of those companies. They had
Okay.
started like this radio app, and basically I would play music in the mornings every week, and just have inspirational conversations while sharing music. And the app, they shut down the app, so I stopped doing it. But I've had people reach out to me about how much they enjoyed the show, how much they enjoyed the music, how it made them feel. So I wanted to bring it back, and a playlist just
Okay.
felt like it made the most sense. So every week I'm gonna just be sharing music, and I'm trying to do it at the top of the week, just to get people going in the morning, to get people, you know, feeling good throughout the week. I know how much
Did you start this week?
I did. So this was the return this week, and it's like a revolving playlist. So, you know, the songs will always be different. You know, so I hope
Okay.
that people subscribe to the playlist. I think you can subscribe to playlists on
I don't know.
something like that.
Where is it? Is it on
It's on
Spotify?
Spotify. It is on Spotify. It's called Music for Self Healers, and I think you can sign. I think you can either save the playlist or subscribe to it on Spotify, and every time it's updated, you'll have it.
Okay. Cool. Cool. because I read that, but I was like, how do I find it? So I'm gonna go find it.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna go
That's what's
find
up.
it.
I appreciate that. I'm trying to figure
And
out a way.
everybody else go find it
Yeah,
too.
I'm trying to figure out a way to bring it to other platforms. But right now it's just Spotify. But we're gonna figure it out.
Oh, I know you will. If nobody else, I know you will.
Oh man, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Um. So one of the questions that I asked in my podcast episode today was, well, it was two questions. One is, what are you saying no more to in 2024? And what are you wanting more of in 2024? So I'm asking you.
That's a good question, and I heard that question and I thought about it when you asked it on the podcast, and I think what I'm saying no to in 2024 is I'm saying no to shame. I'm saying no to guilt. I'm saying no to self-doubt. Uh, I'm welcoming more of being confident in not only the work I do, but just myself in general as a person. I'm saying yes to being open to the evolution of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Saying no to just holding myself back in, having these ideas of who I think I am and allowing myself to just blossom in the world. I'm saying yes to more financial abundance. I'm saying yes to it. You know what? It is growth, Winter. It is growth. I'm really. I feel like I level up every year. My birthdays are definitely that level up, but the beginning of a year always feels like that checkpoint of like almost like the restart. Like I said
Yeah.
again, I felt like I had a really good year last year, and even when it came to setting goals for this year, I kind of just knocked over the Jenga set and kind of just rebuilt my blocks to figure out what I wanted to do for this year.
Yeah. So for me, I said on the podcast, but I'm saying no to procrastination. I don't know what has gotten into me this last 6 months to a year, but I've begun procrastinating a lot. And it's the small things I'm procrastinating about. Because I'm like, oh, that'll take me a minute. I'll do that later. And then later comes, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And then next week comes and I still haven't done it. So and it's the small things, they just grow and grow and grow and become big things. So I'm saying no more to procrastination. I mean, I don't want to say never, but I don't remember procrastinating ever in my life. Not in my adult life anyway.
Do you
But
do you think it's a change of environment?
yeah, I, yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I don't know. Like I'm always moving around, and so I'm like, oh, I'm too tired. Oh, I don't feel like it. I'll do it later. So, but it's stopping, or it has stopped. Let me say that it has stopped. Um, and like even like I would say, oh, I'm gonna read my Bible in the morning, and then morning come, I'm rushing to work. So I'm like, okay, well I'll do it when I get off. I get off, I'm tired. So what I've been doing. So what? This day 3, waking up early to make sure I get my Bible reading done. You know what I'm saying? So get it first up in the morning, and I could continue my day. But yeah, I'm not procrastinating anymore. Um, I'm saying more to, of course, everybody needs Jesus. So more Jesus, um, more peace, more prosperity, more financial gain. That's why I have these chipped green nails. They're chipped now, but chipped green nails. I wore green New Year's Eve, bringing in a new year with green on. I'm looking for that financial stability and more finances. So, yeah.
That's what's up. I was going to go back to what you were saying about procrastinating. And something I've been finding in myself is when I don't do my routine is when I feel off. And I've been really trying to stick to a routine of just a couple of things to do every morning. When I was traveling, somebody told me stick to three things, like pick three things to do, stick to them. And I think right now I'm probably doing like five or six. And I started like 5 a.m. and
Okay.
it has been that thing that resets me like every day,
Mm-hmm.
just to be able to I pray, I journal, I go to the gym, I stretch, I meditate, and I practice Spanish. And it's been helpful
Oh,
for me.
okay. Okay. I like that. But you doing that all before you start your day?
I wake up at 5 in the morning just to get it done. That's why I said I be tired by like 9 o'clock.
Yes. Yes. I'm tired for you.
But
But for the past 2 days I've been waking up at 4:30.
ooh,
But I go to work for 7:30.
okay,
So I don't have that much
yeah,
time. But I'm going to the gym, um, reading my Bible. Like I said, I'm only a couple of days in. Reading my Bible and journaling
that's
because
what's
I
up.
said I wanted to write more. Mm-hmm.
I think that's a strong three. That's a really strong three. How do you feel? How do you feel like the the gym affects your energy and your productivity?
So far, I'm not tired. I thought I would just be exhausted by the time I get off, but so far, not tired. It's not. It hasn't given me more energy, not yet, at least. Um, and I'm also like I'm eating more fruits and veggies. Um, I mean, I was always eating fruits, but I've incorporated more vegetables into my diet. And so I think once I've done that for maybe a week or so, then I'll be able to, see some results with my energy levels and things like that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's really dope.
Yeah. Look, I cooked tonight. I cooked some green beans, some potatoes, some sausage, and I put it all together.
That sounds good.
Yep. Yep. So, yeah.
That's what's up. Because I see we got a couple of people in here. Did anybody have any questions or anything you wanted us to talk about?
Winter. Oh, your friend Yanni Blue.
Hmm.
I like your episode. I did. Look, I can't see that no more. I can't see them other names. All right, y'all. Well, y'all don't want to talk to us. We doing this for y'all. We doing it for
That's
y'all. And
funny.
y'all better go and watch our podcast every week.
Tell them the name of your podcast again, cuz, and where they can find it.
Okay, so the name of the podcast is Tori Talks. You can find me on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon. But wait, what is it? Amazon Podcast, I think.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Tori Talks, and my handle on Instagram. Well, you probably see it here, Tori.talks9. Yep. And I welcome all guests. If you want to be on the podcast, I welcome all guests. We talk about life, love, leisure, and the Lord.
That's
Yep.
what's up. Y'all could find me at the Art of Letting Go podcast on all streaming services, YouTube, Spotify, Apple. everywhere. Let's see, what do y'all hope listeners get from your respective podcasts? Oh, that's a really good question. Thank you, Brandon. Do you want to take that one first, or you want me to take it?
You can go first, cuz.
Okay. So what I really hope that people get from my podcast is just inspiration and for it to be a resource for you in your healing journey. I started this podcast because therapy was too expensive for me, so it was my way of, working through my own challenges, but also sharing my tools that I was gaining and how I was dealing with life with other people. So, my motto for myself was healing in real time, and I hope that that's what my show does for other people is help them heal in real time and also just grow in their journeys. You know, just I'm just me, and I want people to be inspired to, you know, be themselves in the world. So that's what I really hope for the most with what I'm doing.
Yeah. For Tory Talks, I hope that people can just feel free to listen and be themselves. Um, of course, whatever we saying, whatever myself or my guests are saying, it may not be professional advice or things like that, but I hope that whatever we do say that it reaches you and that you are able to take that in your journey on life and be able to live life with that. And please know that you can be a Christian and still live life. Like it's being a Christian is not a death sentence. Like, it's not boring. It's actually fun. I mean, I'm a fun person, so.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And I
Yeah,
feel like people do need to know that. So y'all definitely check out Tori Talks.
yeah. Y'all have to go watch our episode together. I forgot. It's a while back, but you have to go find it. Cause cousin Mike keeps me laughing. And look, my mama, she after we did the one on the live a couple of weeks ago, she said, "Now I quit drinking, right?" So she said, Did you have a drink that night?" I said, "No, Mike just had me laughing like that."
That's funny. That's funny. Oh
She
man.
said, "Cause you were just laughing too much." I said, "Cousin Mike always had me laughing like that."
I like to have a good time. I try not to take myself too serious. So that makes me feel good.
Yeah, yeah. So I know that you I'm gonna just talk about this briefly, but I know that you left, your workplace and left California. Like, how has now that you've been gone for what, 6 months now?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been gone for six
So how
months.
does that feel?
Um, it feels real now. I think when I was in it, it it was just kind of moving and I didn't really have time to think about it. But I think now that I've had some time to sit in a little bit,
Hmm.
um, I feel I feel a transition, and I feel that I've transitioned out of that and into something new, and I feel that I'm exploring what this new is. I'm really open to what life has to offer for me. Like I said again, just being open to whatever is for me. So in my stillness, I've been open to doing work while I'm out here in Houston. And when I say doing work, like, I'm open to working with a company that fits within my goals.
Okay.
Um,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
that's the biggest thing. Like I can't see myself just going back to a job just to go back to one. Like it definitely has to be something that fits in what I have going on. But also I feel myself ready to just keep pushing it further. Like, I did a lot of work
Mm-hmm.
to get here, and I feel ready to do the work to take me to that next step on the ladder. So, it's cool being back because I haven't been here so long that it's an opportunity. It feels
Yeah.
like a new city, and it's an opportunity for me to like really build what this is for me at 37. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm here with an open mind and an open heart, and whatever comes out of that comes out of that.
Okay. Cool. Cool. I like it. I love it. And I know that the fam is happy that you're home for a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I haven't lived here in 20 years, so yeah, they are definitely happy that I'm back here.
Yeah. Tell them I said hello. Give them hugs and
I will,
kisses.
I for sure will.
Do we have any other questions, guys? What you drinking over there, cuz? Some high quality
You
H2O?
already know. You already know.
Have you ever seen oh my goodness, I can't think of the movie. Mm, don't worry about it. It's a Jim Carrey movie, but it's a very old movie. The Truman Way,
The Truman Show, I have seen it.
The
Yeah.
Truman Show. You saw that?
Yeah, I used to feel like life was like that.
Yeah. Now it is, huh?
Right.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I heard all about it. I have to go find it
Yeah,
so I can watch it.
you should check it out. It's a good movie.
Yeah. I love the Truman Show. I have to find it. I said the Truman Way. Same thing. I was close. The Truman Show. The Truman Show. Okay. All right. Well, I think we're good to go, cuz.
Yeah, I appreciate you doing this because this was really fun.
Yes. No, I appreciate you.
And we appreciate y'all being
Because,
here too.
yeah, we appreciate y'all coming on in and commenting and asking questions. Invite your friends next time, too. Next Wednesday, we're here, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central,
If we get 20 people at
6.
one, if we get 20 people in here at one time, we'll turn it into karaoke.
Oh! Listen,
we'll,
that was the
we'll
days.
bring back the karaoke if we get 20 people in at one time.
Oh, God. I know my song, too. I used to sing it every Tuesday. We did karaoke on Tuesdays,
Yep.
huh? Yep. I used to do it every Tuesday. I know my song.
Oh man, this was fun because I really appreciate this.
I appreciate you too. Now you how did you say to do this? Press the X.
So when you close out, so when you close out, it's gonna ask you if you want to save the
Collaborate.
not. So I think it's gonna ask you to save the video or post it or something like that. So when you go to post
Okay.
it, you could tag me as a collaborator, and then
Okay.
you go to. You might be able to do it on your phone, but I know for sure on the desktop you can click the like the three dots that are at the top, and you can download the video. So kind of like when you looking at a post and you see like the more options of things to do, like share and all that stuff, you could download it directly. Like y'all getting the behind the scenes right now.
Right. uh, add moderator? No.
No, so you'll have to wait till we actually end it. So once we
Oh,
end it, it'll give you the option to post it, and
okay.
that's what you'll do.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try it in a few seconds because we about to head on out of here. Good night,
Good
y'all.
night, y'all. See you next week. See you next Wednesday.
See you next week.